meteorologist Tim Miller. Weather coverage you can count on. The Live 5 for 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 4, former Aiken Mayor Fred Kavanaugh has died. We'll take a look back on his life and career coming up. Plus, as cases of domestic violence are increasing across the country, a local resource helps those victims in need. We'll have more on that straight ahead. And the 2023 Peach Jam moving to the same week as America's birthday. We'll have all this and more as your News at 4 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is Wjbf News Channel 6 at 4.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Brad Means has the day off. Coverage you can count on begins with the death of a beloved former Aiken mayor, Fred Kavanaugh. He died Wednesday night. Kavanaugh served as mayor from 1991 to 2015, and people who knew him say he brought big change to the Aiken community. Hannah Latier joins us now live in Aiken to tell us how people there are remembering him. Hannah?
The statue behind me is a tribute to Mayor Kavanaugh and represents the legacy he left behind in Aiken. Throughout his tenure, local leaders remember him for bringing growth and opportunities to the city. The city received multiple awards under Mayor Kavanaugh, including the All-America City Award in 1997. Aside from his professional achievements, those who knew him describe him as a loving friend, a supportive mentor, and devoted father and husband.
Mayor Kavanaugh will have a legend that will last for generations. I think the things that stand out to me were his ability to bring people with different mindsets together to build a consensus. I think everyone who knew him, I think that you're a friend of Mayor Fred's is really what you'll always remember and what you'll miss most.
Arrangements and services dedicated to Mayor Kavanaugh haven't been set yet, but we'll keep you updated. For now, his memory is heavy on many people's hearts. Live in Aiken, Hannah Latier, WJBF News Channel 6.
All right, Hannah, thank you for that report. We now know the name of a man who died in a fiery crash on Christmas Day. According to Georgia State Patrol, 24-year-old Ryan Furtick was killed when his Dodge Charger ran into the back of a tractor trailer on I-20 near mile marker 163. The semi was parked in an emergency lane. A 3-year-old child also died in that crash. And now to a developing story in McCormick County. 2 people are dead after an accident Wednesday night. The fatal collision happened shortly before 7 o'clock on Highway 28 near Melrose Road. That's outside of Clarks Hill. One of the victims is identified as 36-year-old Timothy Cofield. The other driver has not been identified. Across the country, the number of cases of domestic violence is increasing, and there are some resources locally for victims. Safe Homes of Augusta offers assistance to those victims. Tiffany Hobbs is live in the satellite newsroom now to share what signs to look for and how Safe Homes is here to help. Tiffany?
Jenny, according to the CDC, domestic violence affects more than 1 in 3 women and about 1 in 3 men. Many of these cases go unreported due to feelings of fear and hopelessness. After the holidays, Safe Homes of Augusta tends to see an uptick in domestic violence cases. Some signs of domestic violence are name-calling, gaslighting, isolation, and being forced to change. Controlling finances is also a red flag. Safe Homes offers living assistance, outreach, counseling, and support for groups to those in need.
If you call that crisis hotline number, then depending on what situation that they're in, then we can provide resources that will help them. We work a lot with different industries here in the CRC, so if they're looking for employment, if they're needing housing, we work with a lot of different landlords, so we can help with those, finding those places, as well as paying the first month's rent and security deposit.
If you or anyone you know is in need of help, please don't hesitate to call Safe Home's 24-hour crisis hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE. And for more information on their upcoming Fake It Till You Make It fundraiser, please visit us at Wjbf.com. In Augusta, Tiffany Hobbs, WJBF News Channel 6.
All right, Tiffany, thanks so much. Time now for our first check of your forecast, and for that, we turn to meteorologist Sherry Sheely. Sherry?
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to you. And it has been a beautiful day out there, especially compared to those cool temperatures we got used to last week. You can't ask for better today. We've got blue skies showing up on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over the Augusta Marriott camera over the river. Just a beautiful day. Temperature-wise, 68 degrees in Augusta, almost downright hot compared to the teens, 20s, and 30s we've been experiencing. But everybody on the map in those mid to upper 60s right now. Winds right now are pretty light as well, so nothing to deal with there. Satellite radar, again, clear skies. A few wispy clouds to our south, but overall we're looking at sunshine and blue skies. And that will continue for our evening planner tonight. So again, clear skies and temperatures only dropping into those upper 40s, so quite pleasant tonight. And again, another beautiful day for your Friday as temperatures will make it into those mid-60s. So what you can expect, those warmer temperatures finally came back in the forecast, and they will stick around for a few days. But we will have increasing clouds tonight, and we do have rain on the way for your New Year's Eve forecast. I'll break it all down for you and what you can expect coming up. Back to you, Jenny.
All right, Sherry, thanks so much. Well, below freezing temperatures over the weekend left many water pipes frozen. Warmer temperatures have started to thaw those pipes, but now leaks are springing up all over the place. Nikita Dennis reports.
I've lived in this community 40 years, and I can remember very few times that it's been this cold. We've had worse ice events and that sort of thing, but for that extended cold, I don't remember that in a long time.
In Thompson and Deering, pipes are starting to thaw out, but it has left crews to dig up water lines trying to fix leaks.
We had a couple of businesses and industries that sent us photos of large water lines that were busted in their buildings. We don't know how long they were busted. They weren't open all weekend. So when they came in yesterday morning, here you go.
In Milledgeville, crews are still hunting for water leaks, leaving residents without water and relying on water bottles.
One thing, we can't cook like we want, can't take showers and things like we want.
Water lines in McDuffie County are now fixed. Officials say residents should boil their water.
We implemented a precautionary boil water advisory. It's probably going to be in place through the end of the week. And that's just to make sure that our residents and our system is as safe as it can be.
Well, we will keep you updated on where counties are fixing water issues. And as some of you begin to discover the damage left behind due to those burst pipes, there are some preventative steps you can take in the future. First, make sure you turn the valves under the sink inside your home once a year. And don't forget, protecting the pipes outside is equally important. Adding a few of these tips from a plumber to your to-do list will help.
So you want to make sure that your hose spigots, you're dripping those when it's cold out. If you have hose spigots that are mounted through the brick, you can actually get a styrofoam cover from your local hardware store to protect that during freezing temperatures. You also need to know where your shut-off valves are. That's probably the most important.
If you experience a leak, Augusta, Richmond County, and Columbia County offer water and sewer support. You can contact them by dialing 311. In North Augusta, you can call the number on your screen there. It's 803-441-4240. We are just a few weeks away from the start of a new legislative session in Columbia. Jason Raven looks back at
but bills have already been pre-filed. In Columbia, I'm Jason Raven.
The new legislative session begins January 10th. One of the largest sporting events in the area revolves around basketball. Organizers say the Peach Jam is moving to the week of July 4th. Bria Smith spoke with event coordinators about the date change.
The fireworks won't just be in the sky on the 4th of July. They'll also be here at the Riverview Activity Center, where the 2023 Nike Wjbf Peach Jam promises a lot of great basketball to go along with your 4th of July celebration.
With the new schedule, workers at Riverview Activity Center feel like they'll get a great turnout.
People typically are going to go out of town, and so the fact that we have the tournament coming in, July 3rd through the 9th, that's going to be a really big pickup for this area in terms of hotel rooms, driving people into the restaurants, etc. And so it's actually, kind of works to our advantage from an economic impact standpoint.
It'll be a time for friends, fireworks, and celebrations of all kinds here in the CSRA. In North Augusta, Bria Smith, WJBF, News Channel 6.
Coming up, Dr. Safe Hope Benedict is absolutely lucid and conscious, but his condition is still serious. We'll learn more about his health right after the break. Coming up, we'll take a look at your local forecast. Meteorologist Sherry Sheely joins us next. Stay with us.
I'm a attorney.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. So it has been a nice sunny day with temperatures right now at 68 degrees. Quite the weather whiplash from what we've experienced the last several days, right? But we've got light winds coming from the southeast at 3 miles per hour, humidity at 42%, and sunset coming up at 5:29 this afternoon. Looking at the nation all around, so we've really taken a turn here because I feel like just a few days ago the whole map was blue. Now look at us. We've got 70s, 60s, even to our north, they're in those upper 50s right now. So the Arctic wind is way out of the way, and we're all thawing out and warming up from those frigid temperatures. Satellite and radar, we've got mostly clear skies here, just a few little patchy clouds to our south, but overall the skies are clear and nothing to worry about here in the CSRA. But as we pan out, see more of a southeastern view, you can see we do have our next weather maker is in view right around the Mississippi Valley, so that is heading our way to give us our next chance of rain. So if we kind of pan it back in and look at the next 48 hours, so we do have mostly clear skies with some clouds for the next 24 hours or so. But as we move towards Friday, you can see that low pressure system and associated moisture heading this way. And starting Friday night, we'll start to see some light showers overnight. And then Saturday, have those umbrellas handy as that frontal system moves through, so will showers and possibly some storms on and off throughout the day Saturday. So we're going to keep it dry for your Friday, but then starting Friday night and all day Saturday, we will expect some showers to move in as well as some storms. Nothing too severe, but definitely some heavy rain moving through. And then we'll take a break to start off the new year with dry days, and our next chance of rain coming in later next week. Temperatures, though, is the big story here. Look at that. For the next several days, we are back above average in those upper 60s to 70s. And same with our low temperatures. No more freezing temperatures. Yay! So we're back in the 40s for our overnight low and 50s, even almost 60 later next week. So for tonight, our overnight low temperature, look at the 40s. So finally, no more freezing temperatures. So definitely not as cold as what we've experienced. Looking at 42 in Augusta, 45 in Waynesboro, 44 in Aiken. So pretty nice overnight tonight. And then for your Friday, we'll have lots of sunshine and nice temperatures again. Another day in those mid-60s. So we are feeling good for our winter days. No more frigid temperatures, back to where we belong, slightly above normal. So for your Friday, we've got increasing clouds coming in Friday night, but another good day on Friday with a high temperature of 65. Then Saturday, we've got those showers rolling in. So New Year's Eve will be a little wet for us, but then to start off the new year, New Year's Day, it will dry out and a high of 70 degrees.
What a difference a week makes.
For real, a couple days.
My goodness, yes, for sure. Thank you, Sherry. Coming up, Project Linus has made a great impact in a few years, and now it needs support from the community. Find out how you can help when we come back. Augusta's Project Linus keeps growing. News Channel 6's Brandon Dawson has the story.
Project Linus is a nonprofit organization where volunteers called Blanketeers come together to make handmade security blankets and donate them to children. It's been quite the journey for Project Linus in Augusta, giving out 400 blankets in 2018, 3,500 in 2020, and they keep going.
This year we've made more than and delivered more than 7,000 blankets. I attribute it to so many different organizations. We have high schools that are making blankets. We have middle schools that are making blankets, Girl Scout troops, and then we have retirement communities. We have 5 or 6 different churches that help us. Amazing stuff.
The group continues to grow, and now they need help from the community.
We are growing so fast, and we have lots of people that donate material. I've got a lot of quilting material. In fact, we're using all of our quilting material to make these really cool I Spy blankets. Remember playing I Spy when you were a kid? And these blankets are something that almost anybody can sew together because it's sewing squares together. So I want more people to learn how to quilt. I need a lot of fleece supplies because there's so many students that and retired people that can't afford the materials. So I need help with purchasing those supplies or gift cards or donations or sponsoring.
Not only are the blankets helping kids in need, but it's also helping some of the volunteers.
We have a student in a middle school student who is autistic. 3 of his teachers have written to me because he has learned how to make these tie blankets. He can tie a knot. He can't cut the fringe, but he can tie a knot. His teachers have written to me. He's calmer in class. He pays closer attention because they actually allow him to make the blankets during class time. He is so excited about it. He's calmer. He's doing better in school, and he's now realizing he's helping other children a lot that are his age. This boy is making between 20 and 30 blankets a month. I need sponsors to help sponsor students like him.
Project Linus is all about helping kids in need, and those here in the Augusta chapter are thankful for everyone who's helped them so far.
When I am at Blanket Day, it's the 3rd Saturday of every month, when I'm at Blanket Day, my feet don't even touch the ground because there's so many friendships that have formed. Older folks working with the younger children to help them learn a new skill set, to learn how to give back to their communities. And I'm so excited because we're making a difference in this community, not only for the children that receive the blankets, but also for the people that make the blankets.
Brandon Dawson, WJBF News Channel 6.
And there is more coverage coming up after the break on News Channel 6 at 4:30. Tiffany Hobbs is very busy today. Tiffany, you brought us a big story about domestic violence and how Safe Homes helps the victims. Tiffany's going to be up for News Channel 6 at 4:30 also.
We have
Happy New Year! Up to $8,000 off new Ram 1500 Club Caps, $5.99 a month.
Largest selection in the CSRA.
It's the Big Finish 2022 in Waynesboro. Good to go, Waynesboro.com. The Live 5 for 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
The cold temperatures are behind us as warm temperatures are ahead to wrap up the year. What you can expect for the weekend and beyond, coming up.
Now on News Channel 6 at 6, domestic abuse rising during the holidays. What signs you should look out for. Plus, a change in schedule for the Nike Peach Jam. Why the tournament is changing dates. And fighting addiction in South Carolina. How a new initiative is developing new treatments. As your news at 6 starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 6.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with SLED investigating the deaths of a Saluda County couple tonight. The bodies of 47-year-old James Perry and his wife, 49-year-old Patricia Perry, were found inside a mobile home Tuesday where they lived. Both had been shot. Investigators say they're waiting on autopsy results before they can determine what happened, but they say there is no threat to the community. Across the country, cases of domestic violence are increasing, and there's a big need for resources for victims. Here in the CSRA, Safe Homes of Augusta offers assistance to victims of domestic violence. News Channel 6's Tiffany Hobbs is live for us tonight from the Satellite News Center with tips about signs to watch for and how Safe Homes can help. Tiffany.
Jenny, the CDC says that domestic violence affects more than 1 in 3 women and about 1 in 3 men. Most of these cases go unreported because of fears and hopelessness. After the holidays, Safe Homes of Augusta tends to see an uptick in domestic violence cases. Some signs of domestic violence are name-calling, gaslighting, isolation, and being forced to change. Controlling finances is also a red flag. Safe Homes offers living assistance, outreach, counseling, and support groups to those in need.
If you call that crisis hotline number, then depending on what situation that they're in, then we can provide resources that will help them. We work a lot with different industries here in the CRC, so if they're looking for employment, if they're needing housing, we work with a lot of different landlords, so we can help with those, finding those places, as well as paying the first month's rent and security deposit.
If you or someone that you know is in need of help, please do not hesitate to call Safe Homes 24/7 crisis hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE. And for more information about their upcoming Fake It Till You Make It fundraiser or other ways that you can support, visit us at Wjbf.com. In Augusta, Tiffany Hobbs, WJBF News Channel 6.
All right, Tiffany, thank you. Coverage you can count on continues now with the death of a beloved former mayor of Aiken. All right, Tiffany, thank you. Coverage you can count on continues now with the death of a beloved former mayor of Aiken. Fred Kavanaugh died at his home Wednesday. Mayor Kavanaugh served from 1991 to 2015, bringing a lot of change to the All-America city. News Channel 6's Hannah Latier joins us now live in Aiken to tell us how people there are remembering him. Hannah?
Yeah, Jenny, this statue behind me is a tribute to Mayor Kavanaugh and represents the legacy he left in Aiken.
When you're elected 6 times mayor of a city like Aiken, I think that's a sign that you're doing something right.
Throughout his tenure, local leaders remember Fred Kavanaugh for bringing growth and opportunities to the city.
You don't fill the shoes of someone like Mayor Kavanaugh because they're so big. You find ways to go on your own path, but any success that we have had are certainly on the shoulders of the foundation that Mayor Fred has laid down for us.
The city received multiple awards under Mayor Kavanaugh, including the All-America City Award in 1997.
Aiken had a ton of growth under him. He helped shepherd a lot of challenges associated with that growth. Everything from how do we handle traffic to how do we handle the division of political districts in a growing community. So he was very hands-on.
Aside from his professional achievements, those who knew him describe him as a loving friend, a supportive mentor, and devoted father and husband.
Mayor Kavanaugh will have a legend that will last for generations. I think the things that stand out to me were his ability to bring people with different mindsets together to build a consensus. I think everyone who knew him, I think that you're a friend of Mayor Fred's is really what you'll always remember and what you'll miss most.
Arrangements and services dedicated to Mayor Kavanaugh haven't been set yet, but we'll keep you updated. He was 86 years old. Live in Aiken, Hannah Latier, WJBF News Channel 6.
All right, Hannah, thank you for that report. Time now for our first check of our forecast, and for that we turn to meteorologist Sherry Sheely.
Thank you, Jenny, and it was a great day for our Thursday. In fact, warm temperatures. Haven't got to say that in a while. It was a very nice day, and that will continue for the next several days. Taking a look outside at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam, you can see that pretty sunset there at Augusta Regional. But light winds as the Old Glory is standing still right now, so we can admire that sunset. So, how warm did it get today? I am happy to report we are finally above average. Average for this time of year 60, and we hit 68 degrees here in Augusta. But lows were 24, which was below average, but we are leaving that cold behind us, so we won't report on that for a while, just warm temperatures. Right now, it's still 54 degrees in Augusta, 63 in Waynesboro, 66 in Sylvania, and 54 in Saluda. So still pretty nice out there even after sunset. Winds light coming from the east at 3 miles per hour in Augusta. Satellite radar, again, clear skies. So just a nice evening. The temperatures in those 50s dropping down to the 40s with an overnight low tonight of 42. So finally well above freezing for us overnight temperatures. So warm temperatures are here and here to stay for a while, but we will have increasing clouds tonight and a chance of rain for New Year's Eve. I'll break down everything you can expect for the coming days and the start of the new year coming up. Back to you, Jenny.
All right, thank you, Sherry. The Peach Jam will return to the CSRA in 2023, but this year it's during the week of the 4th of July. Dates were changed recently due to the NCAA's recruitment plans. Teams come from all over the country, along with star athletes and top college coaches. Since the best of the best come to North Augusta to compete, the set dates for athlete recruitment are for July 6th through 9th.
Actually, it's not a bad thing for North Augusta at all, moving the dates back. Typically, that weekend is a dead period in the area with respect to tourism, and people typically are going to go out of town. And so the fact that we have the tournament coming in, July 3rd through the 9th, that's going to be a really big pickup.
No other significant changes have been made so far to the Nike tournament. The state of South Carolina is working. New data from Gas Buddy shows the yearly national average for a gallon of gas is expected to drop in 2023, but could fluctuate throughout the year. Seasonal demand should keep prices low early in the new year, but the national average could rack up to about $4 a gallon by May, peaking at $4.17 a gallon in June. Experts say they expect prices to drop again after Labor Day. In all, Americans will spend $55 billion less on gas than they did in 2022, a change that will impact many families in a big way.
The average household is going to be spending about $277 less on gasoline in 2023 than 2022.
Experts say improvements in refinery captivity are helping to keep gas and diesel prices low, but there's still a lot of uncertainty. Sherry joins us now for another check of the forecast. A lot warmer.
Oh yes, warmer temperatures and unfortunately some rain in the forecast as well. I'll have it all for you coming up after the break.
Ready the forecast? Now, your most accurate forecast.
The prom is a special night for high schoolers, a chance to create memories that will last a lifetime. But for some families, the financial burden can be overwhelming. Join News Channel 6 as we present The Giving Gown, devoted to making sure that all young women feel beautiful on prom night. You can help too by donating your gently worn prom dress at Television Park in Augusta. The Giving Gown, proudly sponsored by Bridgestone, Aiken Regional Medical Centers, and Bathfitter.
January at the CSRA means one thing. Tips. Local living, Saturday mornings at 9:30 on News Channel 6. Better headlines on News Channel 6, brought to you by Jamie Casino Injury Attorneys. The Live 5 for 6 mobile app. Download it today. Now, your most accurate forecast with Wjbf Live 5 for 6.
Let's take a live look on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over at the airport as we have just a sliver of daylight left on this beautiful day where we saw temperatures in those upper 60s and lots of sunshine. So definitely a nice Thursday for us and a nice break from all those cold temperatures of the past week. Right now, though, we're looking at 54 in Augusta and continue those mid to upper 50s. Barnwell, Thompson, Evans, all at 55. And Aiken, you're at 57. Millen, a little bit warmer at 60 degrees. Continuing the trend of those 60s to upper 50s throughout the CSRA at 54 in Washington. So still very nice even after sunset. A lot different than those frigid temperatures of days past. Satellite radar, we have mostly clear skies with a little bit of fair weather clouds to our south, and that will continue overnight as we do have some onshore flow here that's bringing some moisture in from the coast that will give us increasing clouds overnight. And we also have our next weather maker already coming into play. So another day of mostly sunny skies, but then we do have rain in the forecast for the weekend. If we look at our futurecast for the next 48 hours, you can see that moisture in the clouds coming in from the coast overnight tonight and into the day for your Friday. So partly cloudy to mostly sunny conditions for your Friday. But then as we move into the evening hours of Friday, we do have our first round of showers moving into the CSRA, and those will continue through the early morning hours Saturday. Then we'll catch a break midday Saturday and then another wave as the frontal system pushes through Saturday afternoon. If we zoom in and take a closer look directly at the CSRA with this, on Friday at midnight, we can see the clouds that are coming through with some breaks giving us some sunshine for our Friday. But then Saturday, right at midnight, that first round of showers comes through with some heavy pockets of downpours. Get a little bit of break mid-morning around lunchtime, and then the second wave will come through Saturday afternoon. But pay attention here, we do have some packets of heavy rain and possibly storms coming through. Nothing definitely some heavy rain, so want to have that umbrella handy. But then by the time we're ready to shoot the fireworks and ring in the new year, we're looking at mostly cloudy conditions, maybe even clear conditions. So the rain will not be an issue late New Year's Eve night. Rain calendar for December, we had a pretty wet month, so average right at 4 inches, and we're just below average. So with the last day of the month with the 80% chance of rain, we might be right at average or even above average. Then we'll get a break from the rain for the first couple days of the new year, and then our next chance of rain next week. Temperature trend, we're looking at much warmer temperatures for the next several days, and that includes our overnight lows. So those sub-freezing temperatures are behind us, and we're looking at 40s and 50s for the next several days. Back at home tonight, we have an overnight low of 42 degrees, which is very, very nice. But then in the morning, we're looking at some patchy fog early morning, and then mostly cloudy conditions after that sun comes up. But a sunny day overall and nice with temperatures in those mid-60s. For your New Year's, for New Year's Eve, we do have the rain to contend with, but nice temperatures in those upper 60s. And then for the first day of 2023, we're looking at sunshine and a high temperature of 70. So for our 10-day forecast, we're looking at temperatures in the upper 60s to 70s. Rain on Saturday, but then the sun returns for the new year. And just in time for that rain on Saturday, we've got the Viper 6 Umbrella Contest winner today, Sharon Reed from Blackville. And if you'd like to win your own umbrella, check it out at Wjbf.com.
All right, thank you so much, Sherry. Still ahead, the Peach Bowl is right around the corner. Kira Goldstein has that review for us coming up in sports right after the break.
Better Headlines on News Channel 6, brought to you by Jamie Casino Injury Attorneys. The News Channel 6 mobile app is now even better. Download it today. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
Our Scholar Athlete Award winner this week is Caroline Jackson. She is a tri-sport superstar at Aquinas High School. Now let's take a look at what her family and coaches had to say about her accomplishment.
Yes. Okay. Basketball.
Congratulations to Caroline. Such an impressive performance from her. Moving on to the Peach Bowl.
Okay. Basketball, soccer, and track.
They play club sports?
Yes, I play Arsenal soccer.
She does a really good job of managing her time. I will say that. Not a whole lot of wasted time. And I think sometimes having so much to do improves your time management because you know, all right, I've got this little window before I go to soccer, and she will go straight from one to the other.
Caroline's an all-around player. She's a leader. She's a role model. She's one of the hardest workers on the team, and always has been. So when you have a leader established, it kind of helps your team grow a lot easier. It takes a lot of stress off of me in a way.
A big congratulations to Caroline and the Jackson family. Well, moving on to the Peach Bowl, Saturday, December 31st is the day. Georgia will take on Ohio State at 8 p.m. in Atlanta. Here's what both coaches, Kirby Smart and Ryan Day, had to say about their team's preparation for this matchup.
I think Ohio State stands out on their own. I mean, they've got a lot of talent across the board. Probably the most talented roster that we will have played against, but it's hard to do comparisons. I mean, everybody knows what Ohio State puts out tons of wide receivers, and those guys have followed in the footsteps of some really great players. So you know they watched those really talented guys work and perform, and they are just as good as those guys. It's as good a group as I've seen. There's no team that you can look at the Final Four and say, oh, well, they just had it easy. It's been tough. We all play in really good conferences. We've all had really tough ball games, and they've all shown resiliency. So I think everybody should have that confidence. That's what makes these games special is that if you get into the fourth quarter and you're sitting there in a tight ball game, you're going to have a great opportunity to have a feature game because there's no team that's going to have quit it.
There's 4 teams left, and everyone's got a chance to win it. And I guess I can tell you that the last month of preparation has been excellent, though. I'm excited to see us play. I'm excited to play in this game. I'm excited for our team to go play. Going to play fast, going to play loose, going to go and have a bunch of fun playing on the field. But we can't play the game right now. And when you get into games like this, you just want to get to the game, but there's still a lot of preparation to be done. We've had an opportunity to practice in Mercedes-Benz Stadium all week, and we've known what we're up against here, and it's a great challenge. And I know our guys are excited about it. We expect an unbelievable crowd, unbelievable atmosphere, and a great opponent, and a great challenge. But I think you're going to see some really physical play. You're going to see some high-end execution, and you're going to see a heck of a game.
It's going to be a heck of a game. I'm really excited for the Peach Bowl.
He said it. All right. Thank you so much, Kara. We'll be right back.
It's the final days of the
See you today.
Register to win your free coffee mug at wjbf.com/coffee club. Brought to you by Waynesboro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
So we've got increasing clouds tonight and rain rolling in on Saturday, but then we'll start the new year with sunshine and lots of warm temperatures.
Loving the 70s up there. We had enough cold, didn't we? That cold snap was enough.
Yes, we did. We're done with the cold now.
Well, that is our report for now, everybody. News Channel 6 continues at 7 o'clock right after World News Tonight. And we'll see you again for News Channel 6 at 11. Good night.